so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Just thought I would come on here and try some new products with you guys, things that I have yet to use, and then a couple new things that Ulta came out with. Give you a little mini first impressions review. I used to do a lot of these before and I really enjoyed doing them whenever I got a new product. So I did already do my brows. I primed my eyes with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is the Garden of Juvia's palette. I bought this a very long while back and I have never played in it. This is the first time. This is what the palette looks like. When I was going through my newer palettes that have yet to be played in, I realized that this palette had not been played in. The shade I took is right here. This bone colored shade. Just put that all over the lid. I think these shades are also pretty. I love how they like kind of put them together that you could use them with. So I may just kind of focus in these today, but we shall see what I decide. I haven't really heard a lot of things about this palette, so I'm really excited to use it. I know it's not super new, but it's not old either. I think I'm going to start in this really pretty purpley lavender shade called Lilac U. The brush I'm using is my Morphe M441. It's very fluffy. I do really enjoy it. Okay, very pretty. So now what I think I'm going to do is go in the little bit deeper purple right here called Sweet Lilac. It's a little deeper. It's not too much deeper. And I'm just going to take that with the same brush. And I'm just going to go right under here and kind of over that other shade to kind of deepen it up a little bit. I'm not expecting it to get like super deep or anything like that. See, it did just kind of brighten that up a little. It's very pretty. It's not really dark like I thought it would be, or as dark as I'm wanting it to be. I'm going to take both of these here and I'm going to split them on the eye using my finger. Super pretty. So one side I'm going to do the darker one. You'll see how I did. I put the little bit more bluish purple and then the other purple. I'm going to take this one here. It's not in that row, but I'm going to take that one here and put it on the inner corner. Clean up my base, and then we're going to try those other few face products that I told you I had. Okay, so I got the face cleaned up and all of that. So now I'm going to go into, you guys saw me try this. I did it on a short. This is the CoverGirl Color Correcting Primer Serum. Moisturizing primer serum. This I have truly been enjoying. It is very, very hydrating. I would say if you're oily, you may still enjoy this. But if you are like super, super oily, probably not. I would say like minimal oily or combo. I think you would like this, especially if you are dry. I have truly been enjoying it. Not been a huge CoverGirl fan because in my teenage years, yes, but not like in my adult years. It's just one of those products, I feel like, even like Clinique for high-end, that just does not work with my skin type. But I have really, really been liking this. And I've been using it almost every time that I put on makeup. It makes my skin feel super, super nice. I picked this up. This is the Wet n Wild. This is a newer product. 5-in-1 Essence, Primer, and Finishing Powder up to 16 hours. It says that it smooths, conditions, refines pores, balances pre and post makeup. So from my understanding, you are to go in and put this all over your face prior to putting your foundation. Now, this is what it looks like. It's just kind of like a matte white shade. Feels powdery. I'm going to go in with a very light hand with this, and I say that because typically if you are a dry girl, this is not something you should be doing. I have seen on YouTube and Instagram where people are doing powder before their foundation, and they're saying it really smooths out their foundation. Now, whether or not that's true for a dry girl, I don't know, but we're going to test it and see. So I'm going to take my little powder puff from Amazon, came in a set, and I'm just going to gently press all over the face. So I'm kind of double priming. I'm not going to go heavy because I am very, very dry. So we're just going to see how this works. Okay, I could definitely see where it kind of mattified and set my face. Doesn't feel drying or anything like that. We're definitely going to try it and see with the product on top, because that's going to say the big part. If you're oily, you probably could go in a little heavier with this, but like I said, I went very gently because I am dry. Kind of does look flawless. I mean, yeah, you could still see all of this peeking through, but as far as the texture of my skin up here where there's no blemishes, it does look pretty nice and like flawless. So that's great. The product I'm going to try for foundation is this new Mario foundation. The shade that I got was 2N, and when I asked Sephora for a sample, I was so shocked. You guys would not believe how much of a sample they gave me. Like, I get it, you know, they're not required to give you a lot, but like, come on. Like, if you could see in there, that is it. Like, it's a few drops, literally. Hopefully it's enough for me to try. We shall see. Shocked. I'm like, wow. Because when we did, before COVID, when we did samples at Ulta, I would never fill someone's thing up this much. I would give them like this whole thing full to make sure that they had enough product to be able to try it. I could not believe when she brought me this back, and then when I got home, I wanted to look at it just to see. And I'm not even kidding. Like, they must have requirements. If you work at Sephora, let me know, because they must have requirements where they're only allotted to give so much. So I did put that, stipple it on, like press it in here with this little brush. But then what I'm going to go ahead and do, and that kind of helped me having to not stick my finger in there. I've heard nothing but good things about this foundation. And so I didn't want to commit to paying for it because it is very pricey. I thought if I try it and I like it, then I'll go pick it up. If you do work at Sephora or you've worked at Sephora, let me know that down below. Like, is that how you guys are trained to give that amount of product? Or is it just the person in general? If you work at Sephora, do you give that amount too? Or is it just kind of based on each of you? I really, really would like to know. Okay, so that went in very beautifully. I mean, like, it's looking like I'm pale, but in person it matches perfect. It's a perfect match. It blends in with my neck, my skin. I don't know if it's going to oxidize or anything. And I just pretty much pressed it without moving any of the product that I put on. I definitely can add a little more if I wanted to. Like, it looks like skin, but I'm not going to because I don't want it to be super heavy. It went over that powder primer really, really nice, and over the other primer, my skin looks really good. I do like it so far. I'm liking the way it looks on my skin. And it matches perfectly. Did pick this up. This is from e.l.f. This is the new Camel Color Corrector, and I got mine in peach, I think. They don't have a lot of shades of this. It's either peach, dark, then there's green, white, and then something else. But I did get it in peach. I thought this would be too dark for me, but apparently it's supposed to be dark like this so that it can cover these really dark circles that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I think it did okay color covering. You could still see them peeking through. I probably can add just a little more, but I'm not going to because I don't like heavy under eyes, and I do want to add a little bit of concealer. So this is my Tarte Creamy Ultra Creamy Concealer in 22N, and I'm going to take a little bit of that and put that right there where I see that darkness. A little around my nose, and then these little problem areas, just a tad. That's all done, and I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes with my Huda Beauty. This is the Pound Cake Powder. I love this for my under eyes. It's one of the recent powders I found that just really holds up on my under eyes, makes them look good, not too drying, and really sets them in place. I really, really do like it. Now I know this Wet n Wild powder can be set all over the face afterwards as a overall powder, but I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is use this other powder that I got. So far for me, that's the best powder for under my eyes that I love. Now this again is not a new product, but this came in, I saw this on YouTube somebody was trying this and said that this was a dupe for the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder. Now, I had owned this product before, and I think I might have given it to my daughter. This is by Essence, and this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and this is in the lightest shade. They have one that is light, 01, and they have one that's a little darker, not very much darker, so if you are a darker skin toned, you may not be able to use either one. Although this is labeled as a highlighter, the person said it can be put all over the face for like a glow on the skin. Now, if you are, I am dry, so if you are oily, this may not be something you would want to do because it's going to have a sheen to it and it may make you look more oily, but for someone like me who is dry, this might be a good thing. So we're going to give it a try. It's very affordable, so I thought if it doesn't work, it's fine. I've always wanted to try the Ambient powder from Hourglass, but I just can't get myself to pay that price. So there it is there. I'm taking my Juvia's Place powder brush, and I'm just going to go very lightly. I'm going to go all over the face so lightly. Again, I haven't tried the Hourglass. I have seen tons of people using it, like Emily Noel and a lot of other people have it. So I know what the finish should look like, just really glowy. And I think Tarte did just come out with a powder that's very similar to this, and they're calling it a powder for the whole face. So I think Essence was onto something a long time ago. Alright, so let's take a look. I probably need to use something a little more fluffier because I could see a couple spots where it just kind of sat on my face. So I need to go in with like a fluffier brush, I feel like, and just kind of blend it in. But it is giving me a little bit of a glow. It's not like shiny or like sparkly or anything like that. It's just giving me a nice sheen to the face. Not bad. Definitely think my skin is looking really nice. I'm going to go off camera, put my blush, bronzer, and all that because I don't think I have a new one. Recent one to try, and then I will come back and we will show you the overall look. I'll put the mascara and stuff on and all of that, and then we'll come back and I will let you know my thoughts, mini reviews and thoughts on these products that we tried today. So I will be back, guys. Alright guys, so I got the rest of everything on except the lip, and I wanted to do that with you guys on camera because it is a new lip product to me. And I will get off here and do something with this hair, but I'm just going to leave it for now. But this is the ColourPop French Kiss Lip Cream. You guys saw me haul this recently. It's in the color Oh Baby. That is what it looks like. I don't know that this is going to go with this purpley eye look, but I thought why not give it a try and see. I did not put a lip liner or anything on. So we're just going to go in with this. It doesn't really go with this eye look, but I'm going to leave it for now. I want to tell you guys, I put on my waterline this LA Colors Neon Gel Eyeliner in Enchanted. I believe this was a gift that was sent to me from my friend Caitlin Sizemore here on YouTube. And I went to take a wipe to take it off, you guys. And this thing is not budging. Look at that. I didn't know that these were long wearing. I mean, it's been on my hand for a bit. It doesn't say they're long wearing, but I'm like, wow. So hopefully it stays like that in my waterline. See that? It's just not coming off. So this is the overall look. Let me quickly go over the products with you and let you know what we tried. For sure, let's start in the palette. Yes, I really, really enjoyed this. Everything, I used every shade in this row, plus this shade, plus this shade. And all of the shades were so easy to use. They were not powdery. Like I said, they had a little powder, but it wasn't a lot. And look at these shades, how beautiful those are. Like, that's just one swatch right there. Beautiful, beautiful shimmers, beautiful shades. Were not hard to use at all. I did it with my finger and then with a brush, and they were very, very easy. I really did enjoy this. I'm going to definitely be testing this out here in the next few days. I'm going to try to go down each row and do some type of look. I'm going to even try like maybe intermixing these two rows together and doing a look. You know, there's a lot of possibility in this, so I'm really, really glad that I have it. CoverGirl, I'm loving, loving this. It's so hydrating and feels so good on the skin. This Wet n Wild face primer slash powder, I used it as a primer. That is what it looks like. Again, I will try to link everything that I can down below for you guys. So far, I think it's okay because, again, I am very dry, so I didn't want to be like super cakey before I put the face product on, the foundation. I feel like it really did make my skin look flawless, so I'm really happy about that. And my skin still looks really, really good. Foundation, I loved the way it looked on my skin. I would consider purchasing it in the full size. I'm going to try the rest of this and really know if I really do want to pick it up because it is kind of pricey. But it did go on my skin very flawless. It made my skin look like skin. It didn't feel heavy. It didn't look cakey. It didn't accentuate my dry patches or adhere to them or anything like that. So I'm really, really happy so far with that foundation. And again, I'm going to try it a couple more times. I might be able to get at least 2 more uses out of it and really know if I do enjoy it. So there's that. And then using the Essence Nude Highlighter as overall powder. I will say that I might have went in just a little much because when I looked at my face afterwards, I did notice that there's some spots that have a little bit too much powder, so I'm just going to go with my sponge afterwards and just kind of press it down a little bit. But that is what it looks like. Again, it's $5.99. I wanted to give it a try, and I don't recall if the few people that I saw do that, if they were oily, dry, or what. This is definitely a drier powder. It's not, you know, more hydrating, so I may have to either go in, like I said, with a more dense brush that's more fluffy and loose. I continue to try this as an overall powder. I have used it in the past as a highlighter, and it's just a very subtle, just like everyday highlighter that doesn't give you too much of a glow. And so seeing what I saw and then wanting to try this way, but next time, like I said, I'm going to try it with just a softer brush and see if that fluffier brush and see if that helps. This one here, this French Kiss, it is already drying. I can feel it. It's very pretty. I do believe these are not kiss proof. Let me see. Yeah, they're not. They still go on your hand. I mean, they still will transfer. But what I love about the ColourPop lip creams is although they do transfer, the pigment of majority of the lip will stay on the lips. So like I may drink and it may come off, but it will stay on the pigmentation. So, and it's very hydrating. So I do love that. I'd rather it transfer a bit and be hydrating versus staying put and just drying and sucking the life out of my lips, which I've had experience. So overall, everything that I used, I think performed very well, very nicely. I am going to try the Wet n Wild powder as an overall powder base after doing like a tinted moisturizer or something like that again, just to see how it works that way. But let me come in closer, show you guys the overall makeup and eye look. So here's the eyes. And then the face. You can still see my blemishes peeking through, but that's how I like it. The highlighter I'm wearing is from Jaclyn Hill. It is her loose highlighter and iced, I believe. But yeah, like you can see some blemishes still peeking through right here, and I'm okay with that. I think everything looks very, very pretty. Those shades are so beautiful. So, so pretty. The lip doesn't really go with this, but it's kind of growing on me. So guys, that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Those were just some newer products that I wanted to try on camera with you guys that I had yet to try. I wanted to give you my first impressions and mini reviews. They will be linked down below. Whatever I could still find for you guys will be linked down below. Definitely check it out. And I know these two for sure you can get at Ulta because I picked those up recently there. I don't know that this is for sale yet in stores, but I will try to locate everything that I used today for you guys down below. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or these types of videos, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down below any video ideas that you might have. If you've tried any of these products, do you enjoy them? Do you not? Why? I'd love to have that interaction with you guys down below. So this is going to complete this video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.